Faceless Tome. Add 3 random mage spells to your hand. I think this card is really awkward. 3 random mage spells. The problem with the 3 random mage spells is that a lot of mage cards are extreme offensive or defensive. There's no like between. It's like, oh, this does that and that together, or nothing like that. It's either extremely offensive or extreme defensive. Like Frost Nova, Arcane, Fireball, really aggressive cards, Pyroblast, Frostbolt, Flame Cannon. All these are either extreme defensive cards or aggro cards. So late game, you can guarantee this card will be good, but is 5 mana too much? Would you just rather have a Pyroblast if the meta slows down soon enough? Unless the meta says you heal, then you probably want this one. Forbidden Flame. Spend all your mana, deal that much damage to a minion. I don't know if this card will make a cut because most of the mage cards deals more damage than its mana. A lot more. But it is really intriguing that you can spend however much mana that you want, and you can combo with the other cards. You can just play other cards, and whatever mana you have left over, you can kill a minion for 0 mana after using those cards, because you might have 1 or 2 cards left over. Me personally, I don't think this card will make a cut. The first Frostbolt to Fireball is just too much already. However, only exception I can see this is comboing with the Anomalus. Yeah, Flamewaker and Archmage Anomalus is the only cards that I can see this card being beneficial compared to the other cards. But even then, I'd rather have Frostbolt than this card most of the time, regardless of the scenario. Especially in a Tempo Mage deck, and I think you will want this card in heavy cards because you rather have you can't hit face with it, so you rather have like Pyroblast or other heavy minions that helps your spells. This card might as well be just secondary Dragon's Breath. That it's theory-wise, it's not bad cards, mana efficient, pretty good if you, as long as you trade, and you'll be trading a lot. But no one uses the card in competitive match. It'll be like that, I feel like. Servant of Yogg-Saron. Battlecry. Cast a random spell that costs 5 or less. Target chosen randomly. Oh boy. Wait, completely randomly? Battlecry happens before minion summons, so it will not target itself. Thankfully, I don't think. However, it can summon Fireball or something equivalent to your face. My question is... Yep. Oh my god. Chosen randomly. Targets chosen randomly. Oh my god. This card, man. It can kill your board also. I don't know if you want this card, man. It's just too random. If it's a random target on enemy board, then hell yeah, I think this card is not bad. And you know, if you can get effect like Frost Nova for free, Ice Block, Spell Bender, or Counter Spell, though all those goodies for free, then it's amazing. But you have to keep in mind you can be Flame Breathed, Fireball in the face, Frostbolted. I think I'd rather actually have that, you know, the spell that I can play and choose between 3, which is a strong alternative to this card. Demented Frostcaller, or after you cast a spell, freeze a random enemy. Yeah, I don't think this card will make a cut. Flamemaker is just much better option. I don't see any freeze synergy, extra freeze synergy cards in Mage Arsenal. So having extra freeze on random character, it could be face as well, which could be completely useless. I think I might have a Yeti than this card. Just power-wise is not strong enough. A freeze is nice, but you have to burn entire arsenal cheap spells, which you probably want to save for Arcane Archmage Anomalus anyways, which a lot of, you know, mid-range mage decks save it for. The only different case scenario I can think of is the Freeze Mage, but this card is too heavy for a Freeze Mage in my opinion. And the Faceless Summoner. Battlecry, summon a random 3-cost minion. Ooh, a 6 mana 5/5 that summons a random 3-cost minion, which is as good as 2.5 mana instead of 3 that you pick. So value wise, this card is basically summoning 6 mana 5/5, which is worth 4 mana or more, 4.5 mana-ish, and summoning a 3-drop random 3-cost minion, which is worth, you know, like I said, 2.5 mana. So value. It's a battle cry too. It's not like Shredders where it summon after Death Rattle. So Battle Cry by default has bigger impact on board than Death Rattle, unless against the AoEs. And this body is strong enough to stand the AoE as well. 5/5. Unless Flame Strike ping, but it's like really late into the game that this card will be making less impact, or this card alone might force AoE as well. Yeah, I think that's really good mid-range alternative cards. There are not that many 6-drops. I can't really think of good 6-drop cards that are being played in current meta for Mage cards. The Tempo Mage cards, Tempo Mage deck, don't really run 6-drops, so this could be just good alternative mixture of cards, especially if a meta gets slowed down a little bit. Then you probably want your deck power to also increase a little bit, or you hope that you can face fast enough and kill your opponent. Twilight Flamecaller, 3-drop, Battlecry, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Oh boy. I have seen a card like this before, haven't we? A lot of the existing cards rather use, like, ship deals 2 damage to all enemy minion for 4 mana, but it doesn't keep itself. This card is a very situational. It's all enemy minion though. It's you know, much better than the other 3-drops that deals 1 puny damage. Also synergists with the Mage hero power that it can probably kill. I can see this card actually not bad in Reina. Also good against a lot of Stormy decks. So question, I guess, is how swarmy of the deck will it get? I have a feeling a lot of aggression decks will change to Stormy decks like Druid, Zoo, instead of completely going face all the time. This card will counter those to a good amount. It's as good. I wouldn't say it's as good, but it's a good alternative to explosive ships. Anomalus, Death Roll, did 8 damage to all minions. Wow, this is, if a Flame Strike was not good enough board clear, this card is like fuck you board card. Oh my god. Wow, it's too heavy though, in my opinion, to be used as a board clear. With cards like this, Big Game Hunter 1 go away. I think a lot of people will still use 1 Big Game Hunter because the meta might slow down enough. I mean, as long as the Face Shaman is out of meta, because the only thing they lose is the Crackle. Like, every deck will play Big Game Hunter with cards like this, but let's about the card itself. I don't think the card itself is enough of value. Even, alright, like, so what's the Death Rattle AoE damage deck? It's used in, you know, there was a similar card to this that even has a taunt that deals 3 AoE damage with a dragon card effect. But is it used enough even within the Druid, even within the dragon deck? Not really, right? Even with the 8 damage to all minions, I don't see this card being particularly amazing, since a lot of new breed of decks will also have a lot of removals for late game. Anyways, the next card, Cult Sorcerer. Spell damage +1 after you cast a spell, give your Cthulhu +1/+1 whenever it is. So they're giving extra card to Mage for just Cthulhu. I understand, because a lot of Cthulhu cards are neutral and it's not particularly amazing. So having special class cards like this will help at least a Mage. People will definitely play 3/2 and spell damage over 2/3s. However, it says after you cast a spell, so you still need to have a cheap spells. So new breed of a Cthulhu deck I can see for Mage at least, it's gonna be like current Tempo Mage, but instead of, you know, all those core cards for, you know, 2/3 drop at least, you'll be playing Cthulhu cards. As of now, I can't see myself Cthulhu deck actually having enough synergy to be played over Tempo Mage, because Tempo Mage should be still strong enough to be played after patch. But maybe this is a reason that give you these extra, just a little bit of an extra edge, so that people will be using it over Tempo Mage. Shatter, destroy a frozen minion. So this card is basically, oh my god, I don't know if there are enough of freezing effect in the game without being freeze minion. People actually used to play cards like Blingtron just for War Elementals and a few other one like Frostbolt effect, but then it's dealt to the face, not to the minion. It's like Execute, but much worse, right? Much worse. I don't think this card will make a cut in most cases, especially in Arena. It's not make a cut. Anomalus, by the way, in Arena. Oh man, that'll be interesting. And I think it's one of those cards. Maybe they are just trying to add stability to those hybrid decks, so people will try it out. I don't think it'll be strong enough, again, unless you draw it just utterly perfectly. In top of the mana, it won't be played, but you know, at the bottom middle of the mana, it'll be interesting to see. Hey guys, MaSsan here, thanks for watching. Please join my channel by clicking this subscribe button and check out more of my videos right here. I appreciate your support, you're awesome, stay beautiful, MaSsan out.